Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Backpacktrader training room for Tuesday, June the 20th, 2023. The year is almost half gone. Please note the required risk disclosure. This room is for educational and information purposes only. It is not to be considered individual financial advice. Trading of this type carries substantial risks and should only be attempted with funds that you can afford to do without. All right. Okay, crude oil. You have this trade that's early, and basically our start time is right along in here. Maybe you catch it, maybe you don't. If you caught it, you did well. Targets 2 and 3 for 13 and 19 ticks. If you didn't catch it, then you have the short that hits money management, so you pick up a 1 tick break even, and now you're in a second short. Good morning, Miles. Please do say hello in the chat. All right, unleaded, similar situation. Well, actually no, that unleaded was a little different. Let's see, well, this one was 9 seconds, but that's probably avoidable. But went for a full stop if you didn't avoid it. So then you pick up the short that goes just to money management, so everybody picks up the partial on that one. We have 2 longs that don't trigger in, that finally trigger into a long here. Target 1 traders pick up a target 2 traders pick up another partial, but that is POQ for everybody. Target 1 traders hit their objective target 2 traders had 2 partial wins, 2 money management trades, and so that session is complete. And we will go to look at, there it is. Take a look at where we are on the micro, have the micro NQ of our market open. We'll wait 4 minutes before it's starting to trade that. The Russell just triggered in, so that with about 5 minutes to go, actually with about 1 minute to go, but that, so we will not get in sync with that trade. And the market is just about to open. Oh, one pound Aussie is in a long trade. The plotted stop is up here at 88.04, but given that swing low, the plus the 50 and the 20 right at 8,800, I would just keep my stop at 799. It's leaving some risk on the table, but given you got 3 things there tending to show support at that point, so I would hide the stop behind all of that support. And the market is open, and we did have a, and looks like soybeans takes a quick target 2 positions at target 2 and target 3. Stop moves up to 38.5. YM is flat. Stop now to 39 3/4 on soybeans. And crude ultimately goes through targets 1 and 2 on the short. So that will be a POQ trade there. Long trade on the Russell, avoidable. We have a short setup now. And triggering in short, plenty of time to get into that. So short on the Russell. We picked up, and I adjusted this crude short down to 19 because we had the prior spike down to 21 and our entry was 22. So we pick up 11 and 19, 30 ticks, and we're done on 2 trades. Ouch, taking a full stop out on the Russell. And stopping out at 41 flat on soybeans. That is the November contract now on soybeans. So August contract on our energies, crude and unleaded. September contract on micro Russell, micro NQ, and the YM. And November contract on soybeans. Welcome, Mark. Good to see you as well. And there is a long trade on the YM. So long on the YM. All right. Pound Aussie stops out on either the plotted stop or the adjusted stop. And another long trade on the Russell. 9 seconds on that, so we're in that one. And we are into our trade session time on the micro NQ, but we're in an existing long. It's gone too far. Alright, and so that's 2 losses on the Russell, micro Russell. YM has hit target 1, stop at 428, so this will be a POQ on the YM. 30 tick target. So soybeans is done, the YM will be done at close of this trade. Crude and unleaded both POQ. And flat on the pound Aussie at the moment. Waiting for a new trade on the micro NQ. and flat after 2 losses on the micro Russell. If the charts may look a little bit different this morning. I did upgrade over the weekend to 8.1.5 on NinjaTrader. And for those using NinjaTrader, there is not necessarily 8.1, but there is a required upgrade due to certificates by Friday of this week, by the 23rd. All right, 444 for the YM trailing stop. MNQ still in the short, and stopping out on the YM. That ends that session. Okay, nothing new. So our 2 catapult charts, the micro Russell and the micro NQ, are active, and the pound Aussie. Everything else is POQ. 3 charts out of 7 remaining, 4 power quittings. So it may be a short session this morning. Reminder that crude oil inventory this week is Thursday morning at 11 because of the holiday yesterday. So we have our regular 9:30 session tomorrow. And we have 10 a.m. crude session coming up in 20 minutes. Now is a good time for questions. Micro NQ still in the long that was prior to our start time, so we're not participating in that trade. Possible short trade coming on the micro Russell. YM turning down. There it is. Plenty of time. Should have an entry there. And yeah, just came back to the entry again, so definitely in the short on the Russell. And another chance, and actually no, we didn't hit money management. We missed it by a tick. So that is not a break-even stop out. Full risk still on the trade on the micro Russell. Minimum to break even is 14 ticks from 1.814 would be 80.0, and we got as low as 80.1. And turning into a full stop. That ends the session for the micro Russell. Three full stop outs. And the micro NQ long trade stopped out, so we're looking for a new trade there. So Pound Aussie and the micro Russell are our only active charts at the moment. And of course the fourth trade on the micro Russell is a winner. Three losses is our trade plan. That is the max losses for our trade plan. So we wait for 10 o'clock for crude, and we look for trades on the micro NQ and the Pound Aussie at the moment. Yes, it is, Neil. That's the evening trade plan from the owner site. Not actually a tested trade plan for morning, but it's a good example of the catapult using the custom Renko bars. Definitely some uncertainty in the Russell. Back and forth moves. And now we have a short that's being successful. So still flat on everything. Not much going on at the moment. Well, I am bouncing off session lows. Micro NQ setting session highs. And Micro Russell making that a break-even stop out before coming down to target. Micro Russell, yeah, it's close to session lows. Crude turning down. It was back up in mid 71s. Now back down around the $70 mark. So in the last 45 minutes, we've had about a $1.50 drop, or about $1.40 anyway. Crude setting new session lows, soybean setting new session lows. Micro NQ still trying to push higher. 15,310 for the session high. And a long trade on crude. Too early for us to get involved with, but we'll put my tracking lines on it. It's a little easier to visualize when it hits levels. It would at this point be a valid get in sync. We have 8.5 minutes. Can it push through the 20 SMA? Short trade on the micro NQ. That looks like it came right to the entry. I'd push that down to 79.5. And we are in it. So short on the micro NQ. And the crude trade going to target 1, so that's off the table. Still better than 6 minutes to go. Actually, right at 6 minutes now. Russell continues back and forth action. Money management on the micro NQ. Stop. If you adjusted the entry, stop to 79.25. If not, stop at 79.5. And target 2 on the micro NQ, so that's a winning trade. Stop now to 264 flat. Target 3 on the micro NQ. $253 flat. Three minutes to go to the 10 a.m. crude session. Almost there. We are in the system is in the long rather, so we'll look for a new trade set up there. Too far to get in sync with at this point. And the micro NQ or micro Russell just continues to be messy. Is this going to be a reaction? Turning at the 50 EMA? And trade did stop out. And we're 2 minutes from our 10 a.m. session. I think we could get a short trade here off the 50 EMA. Approaching target 4 on the micro NQ. Target 4 all the way down at 227 and a quarter. 250 flat for the current stop. And we got an up close. On crude. We'll need a down close for short. This could be at 28. But it's an up close. And we've got no OS overbought or oversold readings since that successful long trade. And there we have our short trade at 32. And I'm afraid pretty much have to take it there. Of course, that is still, yeah, we're in the session. Looks like we may get a full stop. Yep, there's a stop out and a long trade. So long on crude, and micro NQ stopping out at 227 flat. Nice big winner to start off. Nothing doing on pound Aussie. No overbought, oversold readings there as well. Long trade getting to money management, so that closed out those, and we're looking for either an overbought or oversold reading or a trade off of the 50 EMA. And a stop and reverse at 32. On crude, money management is at 20. Long trade on the micro NQ. Timed it, plenty of time. Should be in that. Still in the long on crude. That would actually be a session ending exit, 2 stop rule or 2 loft rule on the mini sessions. Because that is most of the full second loss. And we do stop out. on the crude trade. That ends the 10 a.m. crude session, and we're getting close to a full stop out on the micro NQ as well. But the micro NQ surviving. Back at session below, just below the session open on the micro NQ. It's 12 point with the 3-point offset, which the trade plan itself is the same as the 6-2, but this is the 12-3. And that's a stop out, but we have one solid win and one full stop for 2 trades on the micro NQ this morning. Yeah, it's not 12 tick, it's 12 points. 12 ticks is the 3-point offset. So it's 48 tick bar, or 12 points, and the 3-tick offset, or 3-point offset, 12 ticks. Although that, of late, that has seemed to be a bit slow. I haven't looked back at the 6-2 lately. But as we go into summer, the MNQ seems to be not hitting the kind of volatility, getting the volatility extension it was earlier in the year. Yeah, brick size is 12 points with the 3-point offset. Yep, exactly. For TradeStation. Since TradeStation denominates their ranges with price rather than ticks, looks like after 10 o'clock things are slowing down considerably. Any other questions this morning? Small group, so I think I will go ahead and call it a morning unless anybody has questions. Now, of course, as soon as I close the room down, things are going to start to fire. I mean, that's standard procedure, right? Now, the Russell picking up a break-even trade. Bunch of back and forth full losses there too. So. couple of break-evens, couple of full losses showing on the screen right there. Did set a new session low. The YM set a session low. But all three moving up off of recent lows. Yeah, micro NQ not at session lows, but was a significant down move to get to where it was. But not much going on right now. Not much going on right now. Alright, not much of anything going on. And might get an overbought reading on pound Aussie coming up here. Looks like it's probably going to take another up bar or so to get there. We're at 175. Ooh, getting close. I was watching other things. Short trade on the micro NQ. Okay, 16-second bar right here. Good chance we're in this. And money management. Stop at 219.5. YM pushing down the new session lows, bouncing this little bounce now. Target 2 on the micro NQ, so that is 2 winners, 1 full loss. Now it remains to be seen how far it will go. And stop down to 204.5 on the micro NQ. Still no overbought reading on the pound Aussie, so not any trades on offer at the moment. Target 3 on the micro NQ. Stop at 199 flat. And another push down, target 4. 2 nice big wins, targets 2, 3, and 4. And stop at 187.5. YM setting new session lows as well. MNQ hitting a new session low. As well as the micro Russells. Down day in the market. At least so far. Alright, we now have an oversold reading. Not on close though, so we have to see, make sure it that it gives us an overbought rather. Make sure it stays positive on close. But at least intra-bar we've got an overbought reading on pound Aussie. 173 flat for the micro NQ trailing stop. Alright, pound Aussie, looking like we may get a down bar here. We're going to need two more. We've got an overbought reading. Pound Aussie setting a new session high. All right. And micro Russell and the YM both pushing downward. Micro NQ just kind of taking a pause. All right, slow going at the moment. Micro NQ starting to move. 164 flat for the stop. A couple of really strong winners on the micro NQ this morning on the downside. And crude down under $70, down to 69.80. New session low at 78. In micro NQ down to 161 flat, and now 158 flat, 155. Sell-off coming into 1030. $149.25. Micro NQ stop, still pushing down. Pound Aussie just marking time. Okay. Well, it looks like it's going to just push these around slowly for a while, so we're going to call it a morning. Back tomorrow morning at 9:30. No crude oil inventory session tomorrow. That will be on Thursday at 11. So we will see you 9:30 tomorrow. Have a good one, Miles.